Good morning, students. In last class, we have discussed about linear magnification. Today, we will discuss about refraction of the light. This is one more very important question, refraction of the light. Now we consider AB be the surface which is separating the two media. You take this is first medium, this is second medium. For example, you consider the first medium is air medium and the second medium is water medium. Now, air medium optical density is small and water medium optical density is more compared to the air medium. Therefore, air medium is taken as rarer medium. The water medium is taken as a denser medium because its density, its optical density is more compared to the air medium. Therefore, the second medium is denser medium. Now, a ray of light PQ is traveling in the air medium. When it comes to PQ is come to AB surface, it is incidenting at an angle I. Is it clear? I is incident angle. PQ is the incident ray. PQ is the incident ray. I is the angle of incident. At what point it is incidenting? I am drawing a normal. This is the normal. Now, the light is come to second medium. When the light is coming to second medium, it will go QR. Is it clear? It is incidenting PQ, after that it will go QR. But if the second medium is also same as the first medium, it will go like this. PQS is the ray of light if both the medium are same. Due to change in the medium, what will happen? This ray will going like this, Q to R. If medium are same, it go like Q to S. Due to change in the medium, due to change in the optical density, it is traveling the path QR path. Therefore, QR is called refracted ray. Therefore, there is some refraction is taking place. Now, what is the meaning of refraction? It is the change in the path of the light. Actually, the light must be going this path, but due to change in the medium, it is going in this path. It is deviated, or it is bending, or it is change in the path of the light will be taking place. This phenomena is known as refraction of the light. Now, what is the meaning of refraction of the light? When the light is traveling from one medium to another medium, one medium to second medium, then there is a change in the path of the light due to change in the media. It is known as refraction of the light. Is it clear? Refraction means bending, change in the path of the light. Here, small r is angle of refraction. Means it is giving that how much the ray of light is bending, how much the ray of light is change its path. This is about angle of refraction. Now, how we define refraction of the light? It is the phenomena of change in the path of the light when it travels from one medium to the another medium. What is the condition? It must be having different optical density. It is known as refraction of the light. Whenever any light is going from air to water medium, the light will change its path. If the light is going from water to air, again the light is change its path. If the ray is going from water to glass medium, again the ray will change its path due to change in the optical density, due to change in the medium. Now we will discuss about illustration of the refraction. Means in day-to-day life where we are observing the refraction. Now you consider one bucket. Inside the bucket you put one point at the bottom of the bucket. You fill some water inside the bucket. If you observe perpendicularly to the bucket, the coin is appeared to be raised. This is the actual position of the coin. It is coming upward. Means it is, our eyes are assumed that the coin is rising. This is due to refraction of the light. The second one is bending of stick inside the water. You take one beaker, glass beaker, you put some water, you dip one stick partially, then if you observe it, the above part is as it is and the dipped part is bending, therefore the stick will be like this. The stick will be bending, or it is appear to be bending like this. It is change its path, therefore due to refraction it is observed. The third one is due to refraction the actual sunset and actual sunrise time will be changing. The sun will appear to be come early 2 minutes before actual sunrise time, and the actual sunset after 2 minutes the sun will be disappear. For example, the actual sunset is 6 a.m. in the morning. We can observe the sun at 5:58 a.m. We can observe 2 minutes early due to refraction of the light. If sunset is 6 p.m., we can see the sun up to 6:02 p.m. We can see 2 minutes late. It is due to refraction of the light. Now we are coming to very important concept, laws of the refraction. In the refraction we are mainly getting two laws, first law and second. Now first law of the refraction. You imagine that again same diagram, AB be the surface which is separating the two media, rarer medium and denser medium. Now if you look at this diagram, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, x-axis, y-axis. This is incident ray, PQ is incident ray and QR is refracted ray. PQ, it is in the XY plane because x-axis and y-axis, therefore it is in the XY plane. If you look at QR, it is also in the XY plane. If you look at the normal, it is also in the XY plane. Means incident ray, refracted ray and the normal ray, all the rays are in the same plane. After incidence, the refraction ray is not coming like this. It is again going in the XY plane, not coming in the Z plane. This is first law of refraction. Is it clear? The incident ray, refracted ray and the normal ray, all the rays are in the same plane. This is first law of refraction. Now we are coming to second law. Second law of refraction. It is also called Snell's law of refraction. It is one more very important question. Second law of refraction or Snell's law. It is telling that you take this is again first media and this is second. Let I be the angle of incidence and R be the angle of refraction. You take first medium as the air medium and the second medium is glass medium. Here is A. According to Snell's law of refraction, it is the ratio of the sine of angle of incident to the sine of angle of refraction. is always constant for a given pair of media. What is that? The ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction. Sin I by sin R is constant for a given pair of media. Mathematically, we write it as sin I by sin R is always constant for a given pair of media. This constant quantity is called refractive index of the material. Refractive index of the denser medium. Is it clear? Refractive index is equal to constant for a given media. For a glass, it is constant. For water, it is constant. For example, in this particular example, I am getting value sin I by sin R. The constant value is 1.5. Refractive index is equal to 1.5. You imagine that refractive index is 1.5. If angle of incidence is equal to 15 degree, if angle of incidence is equal to 15 degree, R, I by R is equal to 1.5. Sin I by sin R is equal to 1.5. If angle of incidence is equal to 15 degree, you imagine that simply 15 degree is equal to R divided by 1.5. Then by rearranging, R is equal to 15 degree divided by 1.5, that is equal to 10 degree. If angle of incidence is equal to 15 degree, angle of refraction is 10 degree. In the case of glass, sin I by sin R is always constant. 15 degree divided by 10 degree is equal to 1.5. Is it clear? If angle of incidence is 30 degree, if angle of incidence, you again consider the example, angle of incidence is equal to 30 degree, then 30 degree divided by R is equal to 1.5. This implies R is equal to 30 degree divided by 1.5, that is equal to 20 degree. If angle of incidence is equal to 30 degree, angle of refraction is 20 degree. If you take the ratio 30 degree divided by 20 degree, again 1.5. Therefore, it is according to Snell's law, whatever may be the angle of incident, that is sin I by sin R ratio is always constant. Is it clear? If you take the ratios sin I by sin R, it is always constant. This is about Snell's law of refraction. Is it clear? Sin I by sin R is equal to constant. That constant we call it as refractive index of the denser medium or refractive index of the material. Now, what is the use of refractive index? Refractive index, it is used to compare the optical density of the other mediums compared to the air medium. Here, this case for glass, the refractive index is 1.5. Means glass medium optical density is 1.5 times more than the air medium. For water medium, refractive index is 1.33. Means water medium optical density is 1.33 times more than the air medium. This is the use of refractive index. Is it clear? Refractive index measures the optical density of the medium. Now, from Snell's law of refraction, we know that for a given pair of media, sin I by sin R is always constant, that is equal to refractive index of the material. In the refractive index, we are classifying refractive index into two types. The first one is called absolute refractive index and the second one is called relative refractive index. First, we will discuss about absolute refractive index. In the case of absolute refractive index, the first medium or the rarer medium is always equal to air medium. You must always take air medium. You take second medium is other than the air medium. Now, the absolute refractive index, it means is you pass the ray of light in the air medium. Now, after passing the ray of light in the air medium, what is the velocity of the light in the air medium? That is equal to c. That is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Speed of light in the air or in the vacuum is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. You pass the same light in the second medium, this medium. Then here velocity of the light will be changing. It is equal to v. It is not equal to c, because the optical density medium, the speed of the light is changing. For example, you can easily run on the air medium. Your speed is more, but you cannot run same speed in the water medium because its density is more. Therefore, velocity of the light is decreasing in the denser medium. Therefore, here I am taking velocity is v. C is the velocity of light in the air. V be the velocity of the light in the medium. Here, velocity of the light in the medium is less compared to velocity of the light in the air medium. Then, absolute refractive index is calculated as, it is the ratio of the velocity of the light in the air medium to the velocity of the light in the other medium. You must take the ratio of velocity of the light in the air medium to the velocity of the light in the other medium. This is one more very important question. Therefore, the absolute refractive index, it is denoted by symbol small n. In some textbook, they may give nu. You may take nu or n. But in NCERT book, they are given n. Therefore, for easy purpose, you also take n. Therefore, n is equal to velocity of the light in the air to the velocity of the light in the medium. Therefore, n is equal to c by v. What is c? Velocity of the light in the air to the velocity of light in the medium. Practically, it is very difficult to calculate velocity of the light in the medium. Therefore, we go for easy method. That is, we are taking ratios of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction. For example, you take angle of incidence is equal to 30 degree. After refraction, you measure the angle. For example, if it is coming to be 20 degree, then you take sine 30 degree divided by sine 20 degree. That ratio also gives the refractive index of the material or absolute refractive index. Here, these are the some values given for the absolute refractive index. The refractive index, sometimes we always not called absolute refractive index, simply we call it as refractive index. Refractive index of the air or the vacuum is equal to 1. The refractive index of the water is 1.33 or 4 by 3. What is the meaning of this? The velocity of the light in the air is greater than 1.33 times that of the water. Means here velocity of the light in the air is c, then velocity of the light in the water is reduced by 1.33 times. You must divide c divided by 1.33. That much speed is reduced inside the water medium. The refractive index of the glass is 1.5 or you take it as 3 by 2. The refractive index of the diamond is 2.52. You take it as 12 by 5. If you look at clearly, the SI unit of refractive index is, there is no SI unit because it is unitless and dimensionless quantity, because velocity by velocity, meter per second divided by meter per second get cancelled. Therefore, refractive index is only number. That number will give the information that how much the medium is having optical density compared to the air medium. Here refractive index of diamond is 2.52, means compared to air medium, optical density of the diamond is 2.52 times. This is about absolute refractive index or simply refractive index. In next class we will discuss about relative refractive index. Thank you.